Paolo.
Showing their support, welcoming me back. It was special. I told, just some of the coaches, I was like, damn, it really don't even feel like real being out here right now. It's been so long. But no, I had a lot of fun.
How do you feel now, and how do you feel like you performed tonight?
I feel all right, a little sore. I think I performed, pretty good. I think, just for the way I was feeling, the first couple minutes, I definitely felt that, just my legs kind of feeling a little weak and my wind not being there. But I think as the game went on, I kind of caught my wind and was able to kind of slow the game down. And honestly, once I got to that point, I think it just felt natural again. And so I think I was a little slow with some of the processing and stuff, but I think just seeing the game for so long on the bench, I think I was able to kind of mold those two perspectives and play some good basketball.
With that time off, what do you feel like you said, with the slowing of the game down, what do you feel like were some of the benefits after such a hot start to the season from having some of that time off?
I think just the benefits really was watching from the sidelines and seeing what goes on from the sidelines and, how the coaches see it and stuff like that. But honestly, I would have much rather been out there, and so I'm just happy to be back.
Paolo, Jamal had a comment when we asked kind of about his performance that he didn't necessarily see 34 points coming from you in your return.
Yeah, I honestly didn't either. That just kind of happened.
Well, I guess that answers part of my question. But when you're out there and it's been 10 weeks since you've been on the floor, how do you respond in that and kind of let the game come to you? You mentioned, kind of processing the game a little bit, but how do you go about that when that's happening and it's not something you necessarily expected?
Yeah, I think the only way I really know how to go about it is just to try and be myself as best I can, which, I didn't feel like my full self. Had a couple moments where I wanted to dunk and my legs just didn't really give me the boost I needed. So I think, as I keep going and getting more games under my belt, I think I'll start to, feel my body kind of catch back up. I just tried to go out there and act like I had been playing, even though I knew it wasn't going to be the same. I knew I was going to be playing less minutes, so I just wanted to give those minutes all I got and, put forth, great effort in my time playing.
We know you're a competitor, probably a little bit disappointed in the loss at least, but how do you keep kind of the long-term perspective that this is kind of the first step back and that there's still, you'll get your legs back and kind of grow back into the season?
Yeah, I mean, it's a long season. Obviously we would love to get the win, but, you got, like you said, you got to have perspective. This was a second night of a back-to-back. We got guys out, me just coming back in. There was a lot that we could have just, charged to the game and kind of gave up, and we didn't. Guys stepped in and played huge. We didn't have Kenny in the second half, so we're down another starter, and, guys stepped up and fought to the end. So I think we all realize, what we're capable of, and, when we're at full strength, I think that's when we'll be able to all come together and see what it really looks like.
You've obviously watched a lot of him, but what did you make of the way Tristan was playing with you and playing off of you and just playing with him for the first time tonight?
Yeah, no, it was my first time playing with him. I didn't realize that. He's just a natural. He can kind of fit out there with anybody, any lineup. He finds his way on both sides of the ball. And he's just a really cerebral player, great guy, great feel for the game. So I enjoy playing with him, and I've been watching him all season. He's gotten better and better every game.
Paolo, what needs to happen between now and the point where the team is at full strength or close to it in order to keep that standard and stay where you guys are in the standings?
What needs to happen? I think we just got to, stick with it. Keep playing hard. I think if we put out the effort that we put out tonight on a consistent basis, I think we'll be just fine. Let Franz, Jalen take their time, get healthy, get back, and they see what's going on. They're going to fit right in. So it's just only a matter of time.
Paolo, that first shot that you saw, that first three that went in, you showed quite a bit of emotion.
Yeah.
Just take us through what was going through your mind when you saw that go in and saw the crowd and everything for the first time in quite some time.
Yeah, man, I was just super happy to make a bucket back at the crib. It's been a minute, man. You know, I feel like, you know, just with me being hurt, you know, I kind of felt like food was taken off my plate just in terms of me having to miss so much. And so for me to get to be my first game back in front of the home crowd and for me to knock that down, it just was a great feeling. And, you know, I let out some emotion. And so, yeah, it was really fun.
Paolo, have you talked to Franz much since he had the same injury? Have you given him any advice about coming back, or did he ask for any?
Yeah, no, I think we've talked a fair amount about it. You know, just different points in time. Always asking each other how we feel. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of Jesus. All right, there we go. Yeah, I think just seeing him, you know, he's doing a lot of the same stuff that I was doing, you know, in terms of steps of rehab and stuff like that. So, you know, I kind of know what that looks like. So I kind of know where he's at in terms of his process. And, you know, you can tell he's starting to get that itch, you know, just to get back moving, get back in the fold. And but he knows to stay patient. I think, you know, he's a pretty healthy guy and fast healer. So I'm sure he feels pretty good right now. But, you know, obviously the training staff's doing a great job. And he's going to take however much time he needs, and he'll be back.
You've kind of talked about the atmosphere a few different times, but I wanted to ask specifically about the starting lineup introduction, the Undertaker theme.
God, you know, I wish they would have told me, man. I would have sat there when the music went. See, I got up, and so the music started going, and so I felt like I messed it up. I messed up a perfect moment. You know, I should have my head down, and I should have brought it up slowly like the Undertaker. But no one told me that the Undertaker music was coming on. But that was dope, though. Honestly, I started smiling when I heard it. You know, that was pretty cool.
Paolo, you've had 34 more points in 11 games in your career. Tonight you do it in just 26 minutes. What were you seeing tonight from the defense that just gave you the confidence to shoot the ball and make those shots?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I really been putting a lot of work in over this time of being hurt. As much as they let me, you know, I've been getting shots up, trying to go game speed, simulate what it would be like. And, you know, they were just, you know, really going under and kind of letting me shoot. And, you know, I got to be able to hit those. So it was good to see those go in. I think I could have been a little bit more aggressive to the basket, but I think part of that was, you know, my wind and conditioning a little bit. So, yeah, I mean, it was great to have the three ball going, falling. And, yeah, I mean, you just got to make them pay for going under. So that's my mentality, and just got to keep it up.
Thank you. Thank you.